So we have this ring that we will model, and you can see here we have a big gem, and then we have some gems looking like a flower. And the idea is how to make this thing, everything that it should be parametrical. The idea was also, you will see how we will make the part where the flower is, that we will change the ring size parametrically. So we will not use the ring resizer. So the big breakthrough is that the whole model should be parametric. Then if we change the ring size, then everything should adjust. So, okay, let's start. Then we start from scratch. We make a new project, as always. Call it here Matrix Demo. Okay. And as always with the ring, we will start with a ring rail, and we will do, in this case, a cathedral ring rail. You see here, we can choose the finger size. We are using or the slider, or you can pick from there. Then the profile placer, we will put some profiles on the inside, on the and put it also symmetrical. Then we have a nice library here where we can choose the profiles. Of course, this library can be adjusted. As you see here, we have the possibility always, it's always in Matrix, to add the values, or by inputting the values, or with the sliders, with the manipulators. Now creating a surface to sweep the two curves, the profiles. It's very important the order in which you click them. So it's all, and you see on the right side the names of the features. I'm always trying to make some job bags during my design. That's to be for sure that everything is okay. So now we will position the main gem. And therefore, we will put the gems on curve, and we will put the gem on the ring rail. That means that if we will change the ring size or the ring rail, this gem will follow the ring. Then you see I will position it, the location. Then we adjusted a little bit. First of all, we changed the shape. Just have a pear shape. Then we can put out the dimension from the gem from a list, or we can input. You see here all the different values. Then we try to find the ideal position, the rotation, just rotate it a little bit. Yes. And then the angle, tilt it a little bit. Yes. And everything is so online, you see directly what you're doing. Yes. So now we will make a head. You see the heads builder in MatrixGold has 4 levels, and we will start now with level 1. And you will see that these levels are very intuitive. That means you can more and more define, if you're switching from one level to another, you can do more details. You always start with level 1, but you can jump from one level to the other. Yes. And the most of the time is that's nice when you're designing, just changing, looking, trying, and here for the sliders are very, very helpful. But also, as I told you, we can input also the exact values. Now I'm changing to level 2, then I have there are more possibilities to change the thickness, and it's always highlighted when I'm doing this. Yes. Then the shape of the prongs. Also, as I told you, the library can be extended by your own designs. You can make your own profiles there that will be added to the library. So always just maybe now it's a little bit, not the resolution is not so high. I'm working on a high resolution 4K monitor, and there you don't have to switch so much on the menus. I'm changing now the profile here too. See, it's very, very because sometimes people are telling, yes, in MatrixGold, then every jewelry looks the same. It's not. It's not like this. You see, we can adjust almost everything. It's really amazing. So that if somebody is telling that it's everything looks the same, that means that they are not using matrix in his full capacity. You see the angle in the top, in the bottom side. So, and because that's very important when you're working parametrical, because I oriented my main gem to the ring rail, so the gem's position, and afterward I made a setting that means that we have a so-called parent-children relation. That means that my ring rail will influence it, if I change the ring rail, the gem will follow, and of course if I'm changing the gem, the setting will follow. Always to think about it, who is depending from who. Yes. Now I'm job bagging it again. So, and now we will do also a little bit adjustment from this. Yes, we will create now the so-called, I called it flower, and also I will make now a little trick. I will position a round gem on the ring rail. And you will see I will use this gem for orienting my other gems, which will make a shape of a flower. So this gem could be also part of the design, but we will use it here only as a dummy, so-called dummy, which will control the position. So first of all, it's in our case, it's a round gem. I choose a dimension. It's not so important. I make it to be small. And now the location, you see, I can change the location, and this location will be later the center of our flower. Yes, so I'm creating a girdle from this gem. I'm making a spacing of it, and later now I will create this curve to orient some other gems. These will be the gems that will create the flower. And now it's a little bit trial and error. I will change the shape. It will look like this marquise type, and I will change the dimension, the spacing. First of all, the size of the gem. Yes, and now I will change the spacing, that it starts from 0 to 1. So the whole circle should be used. So start position is 0 and end position is 1. Exactly. And now we will change a little bit the spacing, and then now a little bit of spacing. It doesn't happen anything, so I will go to change also the offset curve from the girdle. I will edit it. You see here, I go back, I change it, and now I see that the number will change, and so I can switch from here to the other to see when I will have my 5 gems. The idea should be that everything is parametrical to each other. Now I go back. As I told you, the trial and error a little bit, and change now the spacing again until I have my desired 5 pieces. So for a little bit. Now I have it. So of course, we could do this also with polar array, but the problem is that with a polar array, it is a little bit static because it's only for this position. But if we are changing the position of this main gem on the ring rail, then the polar array will not know exactly which is his center. And so with this trick, we have everything parametrical. Yeah. So in the next step, we will change the Z offset to put it a little bit more down. Then if everything is okay, then I'm showing the main gem that I don't have collision, and now I can match attributes from the existing big setting to the new marquise gems. I activate match attributes. I say from who I want to have it, and here I have on all my gems. Yes, but in fact I will now delete all of them and keep only one. So I will adjust, because you see the proportions are not so nice on this one. This is the group here, and I'm deleting. I ungroup them. I'm picking this, and I will pick this one, edit this one correctly, because here it's big too much, because I have to adapt it to that it fits to the new gem. It's very nice in MatrixGold. Maybe if I could change or show you also. I could show you the software in German, and you will be able to work with it. We have this very nice icons there, where the icons are telling you what you have to change here. So we have the MatrixGold in different languages, and in my customer area, everybody is the most of my customers are working in German. Yes. So now it looks quite good. So in the bottom, maybe it, yeah. Now we do again match attributes from this, and I take it from the main gem. Yeah, you see, I can do it here the same. It takes a while until it calculates it. So here we have them. So okay, then we edit you see, this is, we edited now the little gem that I positioned first. And when I edit this gem and I will change his position, I will rotate it a little bit. You will see all the other gems which are like this flower will follow. Yes, and this the same if I will change the position on the ring rail. Yes, So I'm editing the main, just position it a little bit. Yes, tilt it. See that it fit, because now it should be a little in the same angle than the settings from the flower, and that's a lot of changing a little bit here, changing a little bit there. So job bag, that's always a good choice to have it. So okay, now the ring is a little bit too big. Now we will change the ring rail a little bit. You see, and at the end it doesn't, how it goes, we can adjust it to be more like, because when we created it we didn't knew where exactly the setting will be. So you see, we can do it afterwards also. Okay, then also the angle a little bit to be more nice here. And it's really amazing how you can work with all those handles there, all those gumball handles. Okay, then it's always look it from all the sides. Then it's never good enough. It's a little bit like this.
I'm quite the perfectionist also. So.
It's amazing. I had a software where I could count my clicks, and I was. You can then also count how many how long distance do you made with your mouse, and the most was only for the small adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But these are always the little nice things which makes the jewelry look fine. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. And this is really the advantage that you see now, the position on the ring rail. Yeah, that is really amazing. And everything follows. Yes, everything. You don't have to do it new. And now to see whether do I have collision, or in which angle does look better. Now we have to change again the position from the flower. You see the location. It's like on the ring rail, everything follows smoothly. And here again the cathedral ring. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Okay. So maybe it's to make it a little bit tighter, not with a slider here. As I told you, we can always with a slider on the screen or input exact values from in the menu. That's really okay. Then it's almost ready. Let's see just a little bit here. Last adjustments. Yeah, because the new position. Okay. So to put some gems on the side now, We put them on the outside ring rail. Here also we can define the start position, the end position, to make it taper, that we have different gem sizes, start and end, and everything is real in time. You just change it, the placement type, we put it to be on the surface. Now we are doing the Microcut Pronger cutter. Yes, also you see some of these sliders are percentage values. This is better than absolute values. Then we do also the channel cutter. Always here they will be depending from the gems. If we will change the gem number or anything, this will follow even after we will do the Boolean difference. Like choose a flat end. Okay, that's so, but then we will mirror it. You see everywhere where we have those little flashes, these are parametric dynamic commands, and that means that everything what happens on the, in this case on the right side, will happen also on the mirrored left side. So always when mirroring, then changing in the view where you see it from the, in our case from the front. So we have it on both sides. Now we are doing our Boolean, the green ring rail, and we cut off using the layer, the cutters. So we have it, and that is really, really nice that we can now see, is it like we want, like is it not? Then we just edit the channel cutter, make it a little more wide, or you see we decrease to 60% or 70%, and maybe change the end size, maybe it's better a little bit round, and everything will be updated after we click OK. Yes, and in all, I think in the old times we have to redo it and do some tricks to have different versions of it, and that's really amazing. So okay, and that's also because it doesn't take so much effort. Your jewelry will also look much better because you will take your time to make it really as you want. Maybe in Matrix you was very happy with the first version, and then you didn't invest so much time when it wasn't parametric. Yes. So it looks fine, and we can see even now make the whole ring a little bit to change the dimension even after the Boolean operation. I have to repeat, that's really cool stuff. Okay, so then now rendering just very fast. We will assign some material to the model by choosing by layers everything, to assign white gold here. Then the big gem we can also choose it by layer or by hand. It's a big one. We activate only the favorites. Then I have not so many materials, let's say emerald, and the rest of the gems on the side and the flowers will do traditionally diamond. So we put a ground plane here, glossy white, add material, choose a style, render style. Let's use Studio Colorful Diamond. Here we could discuss a lot of time about it. We just use this. It looks pretty nice. Then we can do a ray tracing as a kind of preview for the rendering. And here in the top, you can double click if you want to define the number of passes. And maybe if you input there a value, you could put something under 50, then it doesn't take so long time. And for the ray tracing, you don't need the big number of passes. Here also in our rendering, we used a small number of passes that it doesn't take so long. But if you increase the number of passes, the quality will be better and better. So, but it's also very, very important to see, to have a list of what is everything in your Joule, the so-called tech report. And this is amazing tool, show every gem that you have there, a nice 3D picture. For the views, you have a gem map, you can define a price, and you can output this file directly to your customer. That looks really professional. Yes. So, okay, I think we are done. Oh yes, the ring size. If I'm changing the ring size, you see everything follows. I don't need anymore the ring resizer. That's really, that's an amazing tool. It's working very, very fast in MatrixGold, but you see, you have really a generic model, and then you can use it for every of your ring sizes. That's really an amazing stuff from MatrixGold. So then I would have some earrings, a little bit similar. It's not so long. The earrings are looking like this. And here we will do the gems a little bit different way, because it doesn't have to be as parametric like there. First of all, we create our main gem like in the other case, pear shaped, a little bit smaller, that it's not so heavy for the ears. Then we will position the gem. Rotate it 180 degrees. Now change the position, and you see you can choose here the slider direct on the screen or on the menu. So, and it's very important in MatrixGold to switch from the different views. Sometimes you're working in 3D, and sometimes you really need to be in 3D. And now I choose again my dummy gem, to use his girdle for positioning then the gems on the curve, which is in fact the girdle of the gem. Yes. So these are the new gems. Again, it will be the flower, the gem size from the list here. Okay. And now I'll put it away. And now we can really then multiply them, not so complicated like the other, simply with polar array, because here we will not change the position, because it will remain in this plane. You remember on the other side, we have changed the position of the whole of the 5 gems on the ring rail, but here it rests on the same planar plane. Yeah. Now again, do the head. We make a head on the gem. Yeah, first the big one, and do all the adjustments. Yes, we could also copy it or copy the style. It's possible also to save a style for a gem. But we adjust it here just a little bit again with all the levels. And this is our advice: take your time and adjust it, everything like you really want to have it, because it's so nice that you can do it anytime. That sometimes, as I told you, maybe you did it and afterwards you would like to change it, but because the program doesn't support it, you leave it like this. And this is a real advantage of MatrixGold. You can anytime or also later change and adjust it. And it depends how you create the parametrics. That's the workflow. Who is depending from which element, then you can make very, very nice dependencies between the elements. Yes. So, okay. Okay, that's the main gem, and you see, change the height, but here in our design we will have the gem there here, not only as dummy. You can make the design with a gem in the center. Yes. Okay. Then we create only a gallery rail for this center gem. Here you see, very, very nice. You can adjust everything by directly seeing it, not by values. Okay. And also very nice that the feature that you are just adjusting is shown in rendered mode, that you know exactly which is the feature on which are you working now. All the others are shown shaded. So, okay, now job bag it. Okay. So do some earrings from it. No, it's not earring yet. Yes, make it a little bit closer. Okay. So this will fix also the gems there. Okay. Okay, that looks good. So now we will, from our library, we will add some fixation. This one for the earring, import it, position it in the right place. You don't have to design them, they're already in the collection, so not in the right position. So just we have the traditional gumball. change the direction. Oh, it's mirror it. Yeah. Okay. So put it on the right position. So now we can copy it to make as a pair. So almost ready. Also very nice. I love this. The ice mode. Then we are advising you to use different kinds of views. Yeah, here again the tech report. That's really amazing. That's something you directly with one click you can outhand to your customer. You can input. Their customer has all the information that he needs. Yes. Okay. Drop back it, and that's it. So, and at the last, I do the same. We want to show you a bracelet. Okay. So it looks like this when it's finished. And also we are starting from scratch with ellipse in the two directions. You have the input, the value here. Other. Okay. And we will use this the rope function for this curve. So it's also a new tool. Let's see, it's called rope. It's amazing. Imagine how fast you create here a rope. So the most time is all the adjustment. But imagine how much you would need to do this by hand, let's say so. And everything again is parametrical. So okay, just the internal diameter change a little bit. The turn distance. Okay, to have it more nice. Then the profile, make it a little bit rectangular like this with the rounds. Okay. And we have a nice almost planar surface to put our gems on it. Okay, that looks good. So change it to shaded. Okay. So, and now we will extract the curve. We have to ungroup it. Yes, now I'm select the ISO curve somewhere in the middle. Yes, exactly, now it is. And now we will use this curve to put gems on it. Yes, gems on curve. Again, from 0 to 1. The surface orientation directly target objects that is, will follow. Then you see start position 0 and is 1. That means the whole curve will be used. Now we are adjusting the sizes of the gems. You see, or you can do it on the slider or from the list. And method for that it goes in the surface in, that's called table. Then we will do a cutter channel here, also everything parametric, change the perfect width. So then we do our Boolean. So, and just put some prongs. We didn't put it on the other because we had other kind of cutouts, micro prong cutter on the ring. Here also very, very nice. You can zoom in and you can change the everything. You again on with the sliders, and you can see directly this really 3D shaped form. And now we can hide the other part of the rope. Well, first of all, we job bag it. Yeah, that's okay. You see, it highlights it because it makes screenshots from every view. That's working so fast. That's not an error. That's a feature. So we hide the other part of the rope because it was only used to get this shape. We use the rope function to have this special shape for. We used only a part of the rope. So now, again, from our library, we will add some findings there, position a little bit more down. And now we enter a bail. Everything can be here adapted. Again, the profile form, the section, and here internal width, height. We'll do it with a slider. And this is also a cool function because you don't have to design it by your own. This is something which comes very often, and you see everything is here adjustable. The shape of the different sections here. Okay. You can pick it, you see, on the screen or on the menu. Here, just move it a little bit, the internal diameter. Okay, bigger. And maybe if you are buying these things and you know exactly the dimension which is, you can input the values there. So let's just put it on the right position, 90 degrees. Now you are changed to the 4 views. It's always better to position this not in perspective, in position it in one of the views, because then you can have a better overview where it is. Yes, move it to be in the center of it. Yes, okay, a little bit higher. So okay, almost ready. Yeah, that is always as I told you, all these small changes that you are able to do, and you're not losing the history of it if it's right. And yes, so you can really input some time to have real design as you want. It's also for the rendering. It's important that it is the right position, that you don't have so many collisions, which you would could see then in the rendering. Okay, then it looks quite good. Job baggage. See it. It's rendered. It's also amazing how fast it is in the render mode. And the tech report. Oops. Yeah, here it is. And that's really nice that you have the gem map here. In our case, it's not so important, but if you would have different size gems, then this tech gem map helps the jeweler very much to know which gem where to position it. Yes. Okay, and you see how many gems, material. This is real fantastic for your real life. So that would be our set from all this. I hope you enjoyed our little tricks. Yes, again, it's very important in MatrixGold to understand the flow. The idea is who will be depending, which element will be depending from which other element, and that is very important. How you make your design. Maybe before starting a model, take a few moments, a few minutes to think about the logic, about the workflow before just starting to design, and then you will be able to make your changes later accordingly with all the dependencies. Yes.
I think some of the attendees that have, attended these previously will understand that, because every webinar that I demo, I always stress that MatrixGold kind of builds a little bit differently than Matrix did, right? So you kind of have to think about how you want the model to react and build that way, because the history that populates is dependent on the choice that you make in order, right? So that's kind of how the history is populated. So they will understand that.
Yes, I can share you our experience with people migrating from Matrix. We have customers working since long years with Matrix, used to the Matrix workflow, and they are really delighted of MatrixGold, but it's very important to know how to use it. If you just think you're installing MatrixGold and I have my Matrix skills and I start with it, maybe you get a little bit frustrated. And all our licenses that we are selling, we are telling it's very important to do some training. We are doing the trainings now through webinars due to the current pandemics, but our webinars are to 100% lately individual trainings. That means we are not designing some fancy jewelry like we did it right now, but we are doing in our trainings with sketches or models from the customer. And very often the customer can then compare a model that he made in Matrix 9. He was very proud how fast he made it, and then he see how fast it is in MatrixGold and how flexible it is. Then there is no any tear to regret the migration to Matrix 9. It's normal when you change your software that you are a little bit afraid that maybe you are have not enough time and you don't know how to design it in the new software. We are offering to our customers webinars, maybe in half an hour or quarter hour if the customer has just a small question, so we don't leave them alone. And I can tell all my customers which migrated, and the new customers, of course, because the new customers, they are not comparing anything. They are simply happy, but it's a little bit more difficult with the Matrix customers. Our customers are coming from Matrix, the most of them, and we are taking them by the hand and lead them to in the new MatrixGold world. And as I told you, they are more every that I asked, they are happy for their decision. Yeah, but it's very, very important to know how. It's the key word is the new workflow. Yeah, that's. And if this is done,
yep.
Yes, and I want to show something which I learned today. My friend Michele from Italy learned me something today. I want to share it to you too.
Yeah. Go ahead and share your screen again.
Yes, share it, please. I have to share it. Okay.
So Serena had a question. If I lost the relation from the gem to the ring rail and the setting is already cut, booleaned, but later I need to adjust the setting, is there a way for me to rebuild that relation, or do I just have to redo it?
I have to see it, but normally you have to rebuild it. If the relation is once cut, then it will not follow again. Yes.
Yep.
So I want to share this one. As I told you, I learned it today from my friend Michele. Hi Michele. Just take a look also on his amazing video. Take a look here. When you create here some models, you have a whole list with the features, and sometimes you don't know which gem on curve is what. Yes, and normally it highlight here, but you could also, you see here, these are the for example, let's see this one. This is this gem. It's directly edited, and then I could name it. Here I click here on rename, and I could say here main gem on rail or whatever. But the important is the main gem. Then I have it here in my list. I have it with a name, and so I can change every of them by renaming it. Yes, we can order it alphabetically by name or by date, or you can do your orders by renaming them with 01 or 02 and or ABC like this. So
I tell my customers that when you're building, it's always good to rename that way you don't get lost. Let's say you're making a pave and you use individual gems or something like that, and then you put heads on every gem, so there's tons of different commands, right? You need to know
exactly.
yeah. So it's just another way to stay organized. Ted asked if it would be possible to have some more work with the head builder tools and styles in future sessions. I'm interested in creating custom heads that I can use with later models. Absolutely. We will get to that, Ted. I'll put something together for a future webinar.
Yes, and MatrixGold is not a static software. It will, it's still every new service release, we'll get some new stuff. We will have it then also in with Rhino 7, and the team is always working to improve the existing features, and there will still come and will be added always new features also too. So the story goes on.
Yeah. Is web viewer in MatrixGold. So ultimately the Matrix web viewer where you submit it up to the web and you get a link, that is not in MatrixGold. However, we have a few different options. We have the animation builder, which is fantastic. You're able to, provide a custom curve that the camera can follow. You're not able to change different types of metals or gems, but generally, whenever you have a customer, you know what metal and gem they want. From there, we are planning to release something similar to the web viewer. However, it may be more, how do I say this without giving it away? It may be more cloud based with integrations to websites. So that's future content that hopefully we will see soon. So are there any final questions for me or for Uwe? How do I schedule an instructor, a session with an instructor? I have more questions and need. So Serena, whenever you, I'm not sure where you're located. Let me know where you're located and I can have someone read. So you're in Maine. I'll have Julian, who is your rep, reach out to you. Do you have to get rid of Matrix 9 to convert to MatrixGold? Kevin, you do not. We have if you're domestic, we have two separate ways to purchase. If you already own Matrix 9, you qualify for the loyalty pricing of MatrixGold, which is $5,900. That way, you cross over, you maintain your Matrix and your Matrix 9. The other way is the trade-in. So a trade-in, you essentially you don't send us back your key, but we take your old key back. After 6 months, we'll kill it. So whenever you purchase MatrixGold, you'll have both software side by side for 6 months to use as like a conversionary period, if you will. And then after the 6 months, we will kill that Matrix 9 key. That cost is $35.80. Both of the licenses that way come with 6 months online academy and 6 months tech support. So I will have your rep reach out to you as well. So what's the schedule for R7 update? Hopefully relatively soon. They're still testing everything to make sure it goes well, but there's no affirmative date. However, they are testing it. All right. All right, great, Serena. I will have him reach out. Well, Uwe, I appreciate you so much for joining. I thought it was a fantastic webinar, and you're always a a good friend of Gym Vision and a great partner. So we definitely appreciate you joining and teaching us a few things. So if you guys did not know, these webinars are every Wednesday at 11 Central. So feel free to join if you have a license. You can sign up on our website, gymvision.com, under the Learning tab. So yeah, that will do it from this side. Uwe, thank you very much. I appreciate you for demoing.
Thanks also to hear to listen to me. Yeah, I hope we that MatrixGold will be also doing well to your business. Uh, yes, that's an amazing software, and as I told you, and Bo also, there will coming all new kind of stuff. So this is amazing what we have, but the software will be better and better.
Yeah, we continually develop it. So this is version one of many. So just stay tuned. Serena said thanks a lot, that she enjoyed it. Looks like everybody's saying thanks. So that will do it for us, guys. I appreciate you all for joining. We'll be back here next week. See you guys then. Thanks again.
Yeah, bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.